you want to be in a strong position when that happens, and not often do you get to come in as a new manager when the team is in a strong position. Normally it's in crisis. Normally it's when the team's not doing well, when you've lost players, you've whatever. This is a brilliant opportunity for a manager to come in without having to change anything drastically, but to come in with new ideas and a new maybe type of philosophy that I think you're guaranteed that those group of players can go and perform in the system that they've been performing in ever so well. I think on the day, if Rangers play with that 4-3-3 with the fluidity and players at the top of their game, there's not many teams that can live with them, certainly in Scotland. You bring a new manager in that can possibly tweak that system in moments that the team are not performing well or your big players don't perform, or to come up with a plan B, going up against a Sparta, for example, maybe a Lyon with a different approach. I think that would be refreshing, and I think as a player, when anybody leaves and a manager like that leaves in that moment, I think personally as a player I would be excited about the prospect of learning and developing and getting even better with the group of players that you've got, because there's, other than the manager and the coaching staff, right now nothing will change other than that. And I think as a manager you're only as good as your group of players.
Daniel, George mentioned the word staleness there. Do you go with that maybe there was a touch of staleness about Rangers so far this season and maybe it was time to change?
I feel as though up to the Motherwell game, obviously we've not been firing on all cylinders, so I don't know which went wrong. I don't know whether we've missed the idea of Jack being in the middle, Kent, him being a big miss. I mean, I think we've been missing a lot of big key players, obviously. Kent, Jack,
Helander.
Just to freshen up a bit. Helander as well. I mean, these guys, Kent on his day is absolutely sublime. Absolutely totally different.
Which he's shown in the last couple of games. And maybe for the new manager coming in, you've got Ryan Kent back on the scene. Massive. Maybe that rest has done him a power of good, because he wasn't looking at his best early on in the season. And Ryan Jack is massive in that midfield. Yeah, but they're both going to have dips when you have those injury spells. You come back, and you know what it's like when you first start. You're absolutely flying because you're delighted to be out there. But you will take a little dip. That's only natural. But look, for me, I would love to see just more leadership on the field, on the training ground, demanding standards and demanding better from one another. I feel as if that's an area where Rangers can be so much stronger, and the value and what you get is so much more. Then I think you start to become a lot more comfortable in games. You control them a lot more. You actually finish games off. Just demand more from each other because the potential is there. We've seen it.